Hey, what's up guys, Mashin here, come back with a brand new video for you guys. Now today we're going to be talking about all the information you will need before investing into Rio. Not only will you need it, but you're really going to want to know it so you don't lose out and invest into something that's not going to be very good for you. And spoiler alert, there's quite a lot. So today we're going to be starting off by talking about CSGO ROIs. Now when you think about case ROIs, you immediately go to the esports 2013 case, boasting a 19.4% return. It is one of the worst things to box in the entirety of CSGO. And you're gonna learn in just a couple minutes why that number is so important. Today's video is sponsored by Skinport. Now Skinport is a super quick and easy way to pick up some brand new skins. Now if you're looking to buy on the website, it's going to be completely free. There's no buyer's fee. And if you're looking to sell, it's only gonna be 12%, which is a small price to pay for being 100% secure. Now the reason I go with Skinport is because they've got a 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot with 10,000 reviews, over 400,000 skins on the site, but the biggest thing is they're able to cash out to your local currency completely seamlessly. Combine that with the fact they've got skins so much cheaper than the Steam community market, and there's no reason not to. Make sure to check them out with the top link in the description or the pinned comment. Let's hop on into it. Now moving off the topic for ROI for just a quick minute, let's talk about souvenir packages, because there is some investment potential people have been saying with the souvenir packages, specifically that Dust 2 package. This time in Rio is the last time potentially we could be seeing this souvenir package and specifically this collection. I do find it highly unlikely that Dust 2 would return in the next two majors, so therefore there is some potential investment opportunity here. Now in my opinion, there is a couple big things you need to look at beforehand. I want to point out the massive quantity that's already on the market for the Dust 2 souvenir package from Rio. Now I want you to look at this number. 6,000 seems like a lot, and it seems even more when you compare it to the next most listed souvenir package on the market, which is Stockholm Mirage 2021 at less than 3,000, meaning this has double the quantity out there listed on the market. Now I do want you to note I hate listings on the market used as a comparison, but it is an okay comparison when you're comparing things on the market from two same areas. I do want you to keep that in mind because it is very important that you don't think that this is directly related to the quantity out there. And just to prove that, you can see here that there's less than 6,000 of the Stockholm Contenders capsule out there, but the thing is there's obviously more Contenders capsules available than there is Dust 2 souvenir packages, at least I would believe at this point. Now I've mentioned time and time again that the reason you would profit off of a souvenir package is the removal of it. You can see here by the quantity listings for the entirety of Rio that if Nuke, Inferno, or Overpass, which ironically are the three that could potentially receive this next removal if we're talking about next major, because they are the three that don't have updated souvenir collections, those ones are the lowest quantity listed on the market, and therefore there most likely is a correlation between people redeeming them in the shop, meaning that it's most likely probably in Valve's best interest to give them either an updated souvenir package or to remove them from the game entirely for a rework. Now honestly, I think it's very possible we could see a brand new collection for one of these maps, or potentially even all three. Right now we do have the Anubis collection that could potentially be in an operation, and you've got three collections sitting right there that could potentially be in an operation as well. Very wishful thinking, very out there thinking, but the thing is, it's possible. We saw it with the Vertigo collection from Berlin 2019 that was not continued in Stockholm 2021. It was a brand new collection, and the Vertigo package went absolutely crazy. Speaking from Berlin here, you can see that the graph actually peaked at $20 and was consistently at $20 for a day or two, meaning that if you wanted to sell at that price point, you definitely could have. Therefore, I think it's definitely possible and something that most people are overlooking, when I do still think there is a possibility this could happen. Now let's talk about Stockholm and Antwerp. Now both of these capsules at this point have gotten to a relatively stable place, and that's very important because we're going to be talking about those in comparison to Rio. Now the thing is, Stockholm and Antwerp information at this point is useful, but what's even more useful is the information before their sale, because that's where the information I'm going to be looking at for Rio. Whether the sale is out or not at this point really is not too important because we're looking at the information before the sale for Rio. But this is the data from Antwerp pre-sale. Now it's got Stockholm post-sale on there as well, so I want you to ignore that for just the time being. But look at the distribution. You can see that there are some capsules that are doing better, and there's some capsules that are lacking behind a little bit, but they've still got an okay ROI, or the amount you could expect back if you were to open the capsule. Now this data is very important because now we're going to be talking about what Rio is sitting at. You can see here that the range for Antwerp was 58 to 76%. Now we're going to be heading on over to the Rio numbers. Now do you remember in the introduction when I talked about the worst ROI in CSGO for a case? Came in at 19.4% for the esports 2013. Well, the Rio Legends capsule is currently sitting at 19.7%. If you wanted to compare that to every single case in the game, here you go. It is the second worst consumable thing to open if we're just including cases and the RIO Major items, not including the autographs, because the margin is way too big there and you cannot reliably get a result. But the thing is, that's not where it stops. If we want to throw in the other two capsules, one being the challengers here and the second one being contenders, you can see that the numbers are absolutely despicable. These are the worst numbers we have ever seen for a capsule at this point. And you might be thinking about, well, what about RMR? When RMR had its sale, I don't have any numbers pre-sale for RMR, but when RMR had its sale, it was actually profitable a week after to open up some of the capsules. You can see here, this spreadsheet is not as nice as some of my new spreadsheets, but the thing is, it's absolutely crazy because these capsules were profitable. You can see here at the bottom, 25.7 cents on average. That's over 100% return, which is nowhere close to what we're seeing for even the Legends capsule pre-sale, and these were post-sale numbers. This is the worst possible scenario for Rio investors because we're seeing such low demand for not only the capsule itself, but every single sticker inside of it is so low valued that the capsule cannot even get over 100% at a 25-cent price point, which for comparison to Antwerp here, most of these capsules were sitting at a 200 to 300% ROI when the sale hit. And just to give you an idea, these are the best case scenario numbers for Rio here. You can see the contenders peaking at 140%, and that's in the most idealistic state. The things for Rio have gone absolutely terrible. We talked about how the demand was lowered by just everything going on, and the fact that Antwerp was so cheap to begin with and looks so much better. Ypsilon has the Chinese data right here, but just looking at straight numbers, you can see here just how dominant Antwerp is just currently compared to the Rio capsules, and especially when we look at Antwerp pre-sale numbers versus the Rio pre-sale numbers. Now, what does this mean for you as an investor? Well, it means the majority of the time you're going to have to get lucky with your investment into Rio. The fact is, you're going to have to hope that there is such a low supply or for some reason such a high demand afterwards that you can make some money out of it. I'm not telling you to invest or not to invest, that's your own decision, but it's going to be a very tough situation if you believe it's going to be as easy as Antwerp, in my opinion. But that is pretty much all I have for today. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.